What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to show a really fast, simple, easy tutorial on how to make custom colorways for things. Like for example eye colors like this, hair colors with a radial puppet, tattoo swaps for a radial puppet, anything with materials that you can change. I'm going to show how to do that. It's so easy, it's so simple. Okay, so to do any of this we're going to need to have VRC Fury, Avatar Manager 3.0, and Gesture Manager. Make sure you guys have all those before we get started. So to start things, we're going to need to do the most important step. I cannot stress this enough. It's the most important step of the tutorial, and that is to right click our main avatar and click duplicate. Once that's duplicated, we're going to click our main avatar and click this box up here to hide it. That's going to prevent the avatar from getting really messed up from recording animations. And when we're finished, we're just going to delete the duplicate instead of trying to fix it. So now that we have our avatar duplicated and our main avatar is hidden, we're going to drop down the hierarchy, hide everything on the avatar, find the thing in question that you want to make custom colorways for. It could be anything, clothes, glasses, it could be like hair, whatever. Find the thing that you want to edit and unhide it. In my case, I'm going to do these socks. And once we have that, we're going to need to find the material for these socks. In my case, I'm going to go to Blix, Sock Magician, and in there is a materials folder for the socks that I'm staring at. Now that we found the material for the item that we're editing, we are going to want to edit the material to make different colorways. Like for example, this is the default material for these socks. I'm going to click it and hit Control C to copy it, and then I'm going to click in here and hit Control V to paste it. Then I'm going to rename this to, let's say, red, right? Actually, I'm going to rename mine to purple. And then I'm going to drag this onto the item. Then I'm going to go to the right up here and change the color. I'm going to drag this to the right, move this to, I don't know, purple, right? And that's how you make a different colorway for a material. There's so many things you can change, like special effects and all kinds of stuff like that. But we'll do this one more time, right? Control V to paste the material that we copied, which is the original. Then we're going to rename this to, let's say, pink. Then I'm going to click in this box, click the pink material that we just made, click this box. Now if you click up here and nothing pops up, like what's happening to me now, just click something in your hierarchy and then go back to it. And now you should be able to open it. So I'm going to drag this over to the right, move it to like pink, and then to see it we drag it onto the item. Cool, looks pink, right? So now we have a purple and a pink. Do this as many times as you need. Make all the colorways you want. Alright, now that we have all the material colorways that we want to use for our radial puppet, we're going to create a new folder in here and we're going to call it animations. And we're going to make one more new folder and we're going to call it added. Right, now that we're ready to make animations, we're going to use this animation tab. If you don't see this animation tab, come up to this window tab up top, click animation and animation inside there, or press Control 6 to open this little tab here. It might pop up here or down here, it doesn't matter, you can move it if you want. Now that we have this open, we're going to click the avatar that we're doing and click create. Now we're going to navigate inside this animations folder that we made if we're not already there, and we're going to name this to 1. Hit save. Now that we have this open, you'll see 1 here. We're going to hit this little record button. We're going to go to our project. We're going to drag one of the colorways we made onto the item. Then we're going to drag it into added. We'll go back to animation and stop recording. It's that easy. Let's do it again. Create a new clip by dropping this down. Name it to 2. We're going to hit record. Go to our project. add one of our colorways to the item, then drag it to added, go back to animation, and stop recording. Do this over and over as many times as you need to for all of your different colorways. Now that we're done making our animations for all of our colorways, we will go to our main avatar and we will go to our parameters tab. Double click that, go all the way down, and we're going to hit the plus symbol to make a new parameter. We're going to name it something. In my case, I'm going to name it socks mats. Make sure you remember what this name is and make sure that it's a float. That's very important. Now we're going to click our main avatar again. This time we're going to go to FX layer. On the parameters tab, we're going to hit the plus symbol and select float. Has to be a float. We're going to scroll all the way down. We're going to see the new float that we just made. Double click this and rename it to the same thing you had before. In my case, socks mats, right? And then we're going to go to our layers. Same thing. Plus symbol. We're going to scroll all the way down. Double click this. Rename it exactly the same. Make sure they're exactly the same, all three of them. Anyway, for the layers, we're going to go to the right, click this gear cog, and we're going to change the weight to 1. Once that's done, we're going to make sure this box is selected and it's highlighted like this. We're going to right click inside here, create a new state from a new blend tree. We're going to click this blend tree, go over here to the multiplier parameter, enable it, drop this down, and click the socks mats, or whatever you named yours to. Then we're going to double click this blend tree, click this little box that we see, drop this down and select the one that you created. Right, now that we're here, we need to have a new motion field for every colorway that we made. So in my case, we're going to go to the material folder that I had, which was Blix, Socks Magician Materials, added. I have, let's see, 8 different colorway animations. If you want to see exactly how many animations you have, go to your animations folder. I have 8. You might have a different amount. You can lock this window by pressing this button so it doesn't move. Click this box and make a new motion field for every one of these animations. In my case, I have 8. How many is that? Okay. Once you have all of them, just move them over to each box, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Once you're done with this, we're pretty much finished. All we need to do now is go to our main avatar, go into the menu, find out where you want to have this radial puppet. For me, for my example, I'm going to do an XX assets. I'm going to go into color swaps. I'm going to make a new control, rename it to whatever you want. In my case, I'm going to put socks color swaps. It doesn't really matter what this is called. And just make sure that parameter is set to none, type is set to radial puppet, and make sure rotation is set to the thing that we made. In my case, socks mats float. And that's it. You're pretty much done. And to test this out, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to delete our duplicate avatar. Now that we're done with that, we're going to unhide our main avatar. Go back to scene. We should see our main avatar chilling. And then we're going to click play up here. Now that our avatar gesture manager is done loading, we're going to click scene over here. And we're going to click gesture manager. And you should see this Radial menu pop up if you have it installed. So now that we're here, we're going to go to the item that we edited, in my case the socks. We're going to go to our color swap for it that we made, which in this case is here. And we're just gonna make sure all of our colorways work. Check it out. It's like a Radial puppet. It goes through all 8 different colorways. Pretty easy. Looks really nice. And you can do this for any item that has a material and adjust it however you want. Like, you can make it so many different ways. It's really cool. It's super easy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. Don't give it a dislike. I don't really care. But hopefully this helped somebody out there. And have a good one.